I feel like I have this magic potion to share with you this morning that can really change each of our lives. And it's something that I know that you have used at different times. And so some of you have certain aspects where you understand silence. But I'm hopefully going to share with you today, you may have certain pieces of this silence already in your tool belt, shall we say. But we want to ever look at new ways that we can deepen our silence to be still and know God. And you can already feel the element of this topic is mightier. We talk about prayer, we talk about meditation, all wonderful vehicles to help us. But silence has its own attribute, its own elements that condition our whole vehicles to become greater receptors for God. And being a human is a funny thing. I know this is part of God's reason for sending us into earth, is how do we take all the distractions that not only the outer world gives us, or our personality self gives us, and really try to know stillness. I was talking to some yesterday and in sharing that, I think all of us like silence in small doses. But there comes a threshold where we get fidgety or we get uncomfortable. And I think what I'm trying to suggest is as we deepen our experience of it, we're going to be wanting to run a marathon with silence if we could but do it. You got to understand, in the great mystery schools of old, often had a great period of silence for their students just to get them ready for entrance to the school. Now think of that wisdom. Pythagoras' school, 2 years of silence. To then be ready to start learning. Boy, that's a poignant understanding, I think, to come to. And while we might look at our lives and go, 2 years. Let's see, how could I carve out 2 years for this silence? I think there's many times in my life where I just want to go running to the hills in my spiritual journey, just to try to tune in. And because I think myself too likes to be busy, so I'm trying to protect myself of wanting to take on more. And so this is this constant struggle that each of us have to really go into that avenue of what silence is to teach us.